I want to thank everyone for stopping by for the 1 year anniversary. Let me go live on YouTube here. Um, and hello to everyone who's watching on YouTube. I do have the dual stream going, and I rather like that a lot. Hopefully, I don't get zucked for having two streams going at once, but fuck them. Anyway, again, thank you everyone who stopped by on Thursday evening for the 1 year anniversary of the live stream that I've been doing. It was pretty interesting. It took a long time, 8 hours. It was like a long drive. It was like a long drive. Oops. Oh, sorry about that. I had my stream set up all wrong, so I had to fix that. As it happens, yeah, there we are. As it happens, I had some settings wrong, but as it happened on the stream over on Thursday, I was wrangling with audio problems because I was putting a lot of video through a lot of different software packages. So I use OBS, or Open Broadcasting. That's the switcher that lets me change video sources and inputs and capture and everything like that. Well, OBS has a virtual cam mode that you can connect multiple cameras to. And knowing that at the time I could only stream or I was having, excuse me, I could stream anywhere I wanted to, but I had Discord open, and with Discord I had I was using the virtual camera in OBS to capture Discord, but I was also outputting that to both Facebook and to YouTube at the same time. So it was a pretty bodged setup. So I'm kind of amazed that I only had 3 major AV problems on Thursday. One of which was not being able to see the video chat that I did when Aurora stopped by until I figured out how to, which was a bodge, by the way. It was not like the way it was supposed to work. And then the audio for Aurora, for similar circumstances, I didn't have that working. And then, of course, at 8 o'clock, when I played the audio of the Gygax interview, that decided to break for reasons that I still don't completely understand. So, yeah, I don't know what happened there, but everything seems to be working now. Let's see. Go back over here. So yeah, I'm streaming to YouTube and to Facebook at the same time now. It appears to be working relatively well, relatively okay. Now, one thing that I don't have figured out, and I don't know if it's a thing that I can do, is I don't have Facebook chat and YouTube comments, Facebook comments and YouTube comments. Not that I'm in any danger of having so many people in a stream that I'll have to, have everything in one place so I don't have to frantically switch back and forth. I don't think that's going to be an issue moving forward. But if I miss your comment or you've got something urgent to say, just rest assured that I'm tabbing back and forth between the two feeds. I don't have a Mail Call Monday feature for you guys. I have some stuff coming. I have at least one item on the way for Mail Call Monday, and I'm not going to give it away. I know what it is. I kind of wanted it to be a surprise, but it's going to not be. But I will have something. I'll give a little hint. It is something that I featured on the stream before in D&D Antique Roadshow, but it will give us a chance to get a deeper dive into an old school gaming product. It's something that I featured at least part of before, but I don't have the entirety of. It's going to be cool. It's going to be fun. Sorry, I am just parched today. So that'll be good. I have a D&D or gaming related project over on the 3D printer. So if you're hearing the wee sound, that's the printer going back and forth doing its thing. But anyway, so some announcements, some stuff is coming up. I had wanted to launch something today, but I just don't have the time because this is GaryCon week. And I have got a ton of things on my plate to get ready for GaryCon week. So, the thing that I was going to kick off today, I'll just go ahead and say it today, is I'm going to launch a Patreon. Now, I've kind of sat on the fence about doing this, coming out and rattling the tin cup to you guys. And I always thought, well, if I do some kind of a donation thing like Patreon seems to want a like something for you guys, something for people who support me, and I never want to hold my content back for any reason, with one exception, and I'll get to that later. And I thought, well, doing Patreon exclusive videos just kind of chafes me because I do this for you guys, okay? And if there's somebody out there who's getting some kind of benefit out of this, just having somebody to talk to, seeing neat stuff that you've never seen before, etc., 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 if you've gotten a kick out of it, I don't want to be like, oh, well, just the people who give me $10 a month get to see this. Yeah, I know I said I'd never charge you guys for anything, but hey, Patreon. And so I thought about what is something exclusive that I could do on tiers, TIERS, not TEARS, for you guys. So I hemmed and I hawed and I thought about it. And I think what I'm going to do, and I don't know what levels of item that I'll have for it, but what I think I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to set up Patreon so that if you want to throw me a few extra bucks, beyond just a few extra bucks, is I'm going to start 3D printing items of increasing size and amount and coolness to give to people who support the Patreon. So essentially it'll be a case of, you come on and you buy, let's say, and I don't have the tiers figured out yet. Let's say you're a $75 Patreon. You're just feeling that rich, right? Well, I might knock out a small dungeon set, a small set of dungeon tiles for you, or a few big monsters. Let's say you're just under that. Maybe I'll do like a D&D bobblehead or one big monster, and you're a tier under that. Maybe I'll send you a single miniature. But that way, it's something nice and exclusive for Patreons, particularly folks who might not have a 3D printer. But it doesn't shut off people from content. You see what I'm saying? it's a thank you to people that want to support what I do that way. But it's not like, again, I'm not shutting off and making a private little club for rich folks only. Unless you consider that I don't just give out Dungeon Terrain left, right, and center, a private little club for rich folks only. And if that's the case, I can't help you. But there's things that I'd like to do with the stream, with the channel, that they do require money, you know. And one of the things that I'm going to be clear about, and I don't really see people that do Patreons doing this at all, is basically I'll share with you guys, like, if I get a thing, like, hypothetically, let's say I had enough Patreon bucks to get a wood grain set. I would say, you guys paid for this. All of your donations paid for this. I would never just be like, you know, oh, well, I guess I'll just plow this into whatever, and if I spend something on the production of the show or something like that, good, and if not. Granted, not every penny. Like, if I only get, like, 3 Patreons spending $1 a piece, that's fine. But, you know, that's not something that I can realistically say, you know, I spent your $3 on a lens cap for my camera. You know, I spent your $3 on a case of bottled water. Or I might, you know, I might. But the point is, if, you know, when whatever funds come in, I'll report back to you guys on it, okay? It's not just going to be like your money's going into a black hole and only people that spend a certain amount are ever going to know it because they get tchotchkes off my 3D printer. So that's what's happening. And one of the immediate things that I want to be able to do is, over the long live stream period, I had, and I hope he doesn't mind if I mention him by name here. Hang on a second. I don't know why all the Facebook options aren't available on the video producer page, but let's see. But this past weekend, one of the viewers, and I'm going to mention him by name, Rich Lopez, reached out, and because I had mentioned a couple of times that I would very much like to have intro and outro music, and maybe even intermission music if I'm doing an exceptionally long stream and I need to step away and I don't have a co-host. Well, Rich reached out to me and he said, you know, we'll work with you. Well, I don't expect him to do it for free, you know. So it's things like that it could help out with. And again, nobody out there needs to go away with the mindset that this is going to become like a for-pay gig. It's not. This is never going to be a case of like, well, if you want to see my content, you need to pony up some dough. That's not it. I'm putting a hat out on the sidewalk while I do my little jig. That's all. And speaking of show upgrades, I do want to mention this also. Oh man, my audio is really hiccuped there. I want to keep you guys apprised of this. I have been bitching about this tripod for weeks now. I discovered, I was kind of embarrassed that I didn't even think to check there. Of course, this also may not have been something that they had until recently. Anyway, the company Elgato, who they're part of Corsair, I think now. But Elgato are the people who make the video cam hardware. This little doodad right there. They happen to also have gotten into booms and stands and supports and things like that. So I have actually got on order, and to be honest, I know I bitch about Amazon, but for this is something I could have and should have ordered from Amazon, but I ordered it directly from Corsair/Elgato, so it's going to take a while to get here. But it is an actual articulated, adjustable camera arm that I can mount onto this table and have the camera exactly where it's at, but also move it. But it's not standing on the floor. It's not standing on the table. It's just taking up like a 3-inch by 2-inch section of the table where it's clamped on to the edge, and I can set the camera up and balance it, and it'll be grand, and I can get rid of this damned tripod. Anybody who wants this tripod can have it after that. So I'm looking forward to that. Let's see. So I'm just kind of tabbing back and forth. Now, I did mention that something was coming for Mail Call Monday, and I'm looking forward to that. Another thing that's happening is, and I'm not really sure if I should do a Mail Call Monday, but I saw something D&D related. Again, it is something we've talked about on the show. But it was, the price was a steal, so I grabbed it to show off on the show, to kind of do an unboxing. It's an older thing, but it's not exactly a mail call. It's not something someone sent in. It's just something I went out and bought. So do I just feature it when it gets here? Should I send it, or should I save it for a Mail Call Monday? I don't know. You guys tell me what you'd like me to do with it, and I will. So that's what's happening there. Now, as I said, this is the week of GaryCon, starting on Thursday, and I need to let me see. Oh, I set up a new streaming PC. The other one wasn't bad. It wasn't doing a bad job. It's just this one has got a little bit more grunt to it. It's got a GT 1030 in it, which is a little better, not much better, but a little bit better than the GTX 760 that was in that one. But it has a 4th gen i5 as opposed to the 2nd gen i5 that was in that machine over there. Well, that machine that's now over there. And it's got native onboard USB 3 instead of using a separate controller card. So this might be a little bit snappier. We'll have to see. Tabletop events. But yeah, I'm making pre-gen characters for GaryCon right now. There have been a few things tripping me up this weekend. Attend events schedule, and let's see. All right, so the only thing I have available is Friday afternoon. There are still 6 slots available for Greyhawk Graveyard Gold Rush, and that is a little lunchtime bash. You'll make characters on the spot. It's just going to be 3d6 down the line. 3d6 for strength, intelligence, wisdom, dexterity, constitution, charisma, and hit points. You'll pick your class, you'll buy some equipment, and then boom, into the Greyhawk Graveyard Maze to collect treasure. But that's it. Lost Crypt is full. Operation X80 is full. Expedition to a Sunless Sea is full. And The Great Escape is full. Lost Crypt and Expedition to the Sunless Sea are both first edition AD&D. Operation X80 is 1E Gamma World, and The Great Escape is 1E Twilight 2000. So I apologize if you missed your chance to get into those. Keep an eye on them for any last-minute cancellations, anything like that. I'll be running these all on the official GaryCon Discord. I'll set up servers there. I thought initially that I'd be doing them also via Roll20. Probably not. Probably not. For at least Lost Crypt and Gold Rush Graveyard, possibly The Great Escape. I'm not sure yet. There will be miniatures and dungeon terrain set up. Hopefully by then I'll have my camera boom. If not, I'll just use the camera and tripod, and you'll be looking at the table just like you were sitting at it. So I just have Greyhawk Graveyard Gold Rush, which is apparently, let me see. This is like a not a flagship game. I don't know if that's the right term to use, but it's a well-regarded game. I guess that's the premier game or something like that. Anyway, so I'm all full there. And then once GaryCon is over, things will settle back into a normal schedule, because I will, I'll do a live stream tomorrow. I might do one Wednesday. I'm not doing one Thursday or Friday. Obviously, Saturday and Sunday are out too, but after Wednesday, no more streams this week. However, next Monday, of course, the entire live stream, first of all, maybe longer, and second of all, it's going to be just a big recap. And we're going to have Jim Ward on, we're going to have Al Hammock on, hope to have Skip Williams on, not all at once, not all on the same day, but we'll have a big post-GaryCon after action reports with Skip and Jim and Alan and Paul Stormberg may come by, but I'll pull all those people in to the live stream over the course of next week and beyond, and we'll talk to them about all the fun they had. So if you're not going to virtual GaryCon, first of all, you should be going to virtual GaryCon. I'm not the only person running games. Lots of people are running games there. So you should absolutely, positively go and run games there. So, or participate in games there. I think it's too late now to run a game. But it's not too late to sign up and play a game. Play multiple games. I've still got 6 of 8 slots available, or more. How many did I say? Yeah, I've still got 6 of 8 slots left to play original D&D at lunch on Friday. I mean, come on, you can't beat that. Anyhow, that's really about all I've got today, since there's no mail call. I gotta get back to the grind. I gotta get back to making characters. I'm currently working on the last of them. It's the sheaf of Twilight 2000 characters, and I saved it for last because, boy, is it a pain in the butt. You make really detailed characters in Twilight 2000, and holy cow, does it take a lot of legwork. We might do a deeper dive into Twilight 2000 one day, and I'll talk about just character generation for Twilight 2000. I'll do like a multi-day overview of Twilight 2000 or something like that. But the little, like, you think, oh, well, it's from GDW. How and you showed us like poor dead Sapper Morton. He was going onto a supermarket receipt. What about Twilight 2000 characters? No, it is not. It is very, very difficult to make a Twilight 2000 character the first few times you do it, because almost everything is figured. You go 46 down the line, but you can slight and favor stats. And if you favor a stat, you have to slight a stat. And that means math. Then the next thing is your total amount of all of your stats, which is figured. It's just you add everything up. And then you got your time in service, education, your military experience bonus. All of that stuff are figured stats. Your strength is a figured stat. Your hit points per location, and it does do per location because it's a 1980s role-playing game. Your per location hit points is figured stats. How many points you have to buy skills are all figured. How much damage you do in body combat, which basically it's hand-to-hand combat, is figured. So, yeah, I got to do that yet for 6 more characters. Woohoo! Loads of fun. But I'll figure it out, I'm entirely certain. That's about all I have for today. Let me see. Yeah, not a terribly long stream today, guys. But there's fun stuff coming. We'll see what there is to talk about tomorrow. I will come back to you guys, and we'll have us final time then. So I hope those of you who are on YouTube were able to watch successfully, that everything went fine and you could hear the audio fine, and so on and etc. And I hope everything went okay on the Facebook side. It seems to have. Everything seems to have worked from a technical standpoint. Like I said, there's a little bit of spikiness with the frame rate and the audio, but we do what we can, right? So I'll go ahead and let you guys go. Please have a wonderful day. Stay safe. Be good to each other. Support your favorite local gaming store, your favorite local gaming store. Amazon doesn't need your money for game products. Target doesn't need your money for game products. Walmart sure as hell doesn't need your money for game products, or anything else for that matter. Your favorite local gaming stores, the people who opened a little bit sooner, or maybe they set back a game book for you just as quick as they got it because they knew you'd want it. They stayed open a little bit late so you could finish up your epic D&D campaign. They cut you a little bit of a discount because of all the stuff you bought. They're the ones who need the money these days, okay? Not Target, Walmart, or Amazon. Particularly not Amazon. And ask yourself, what's the price of saving 15 to 30%? Seeing your local business go down the tubes and now you got no place to play? I mean, Kyle, the co-host on Wednesday nights, he was telling me a quarter of the game stores that he knows of, gone because of the lockdowns. So support your local gaming store. And if you don't have a local gaming store, make that local gaming store Gods and Monsters. Seek them out here on Facebook. You'll find them just wherever you find your social media. Here, I'm actually going to link to them rather than... I'm going to share this link. Hang on a second here. I ain't playing with this. And you might say, but Bill, I'm not local to Orlando. How can I make Gods and Monsters my favorite local gaming store? They'll ship to you. And they have a lot of great gaming stuff. Miniatures, paints, brushes, gaming supplies, terrain. That's right. They sell dungeon terrain now. Yeah, reach out to them. Todd and Anna are fantastic people. And wherever you are in the world, they'll ship. So check them out. Make them your favorite local gaming store. You'll enjoy the heck out of it because they're swell people. And if you are in the Orlando area and you've never been, what's wrong with you? Go to Gods and Monsters. They're open for business. You gotta wear your face mask, you know. And go to Vault 5421 and get a wobble pop back there. It's great. So, yeah, support them, not the multinational megacorps. So with that, I will bid you all adieu. Everybody, have a fantastic Monday. Like I said, hopefully next Monday I'll have a mail call Monday. Let me know what you think on things that I purchase. Should I count those as mail call Mondays? Or should I just show them off when they get here? Or should I just not show them off at all because I spent money on it? And with that said, I bid you adieu. Peace. I love you all.